Okay, so in today's video, we're discussing how's your balance looking, inspecting your balance and determining how healthy it looks. In today's agenda, we'll be discussing the following: your total income, your total expenses, and the balance you have remaining. So in your total income, we discussed it in the previous video, all the different ways that you could focus on improving your income, whether that be from a job, whether that be self-employed, whether that be from a business, or whether that be from investing. But one thing I want you to realize is that for every extra pound that you can generate in your total income, that is an extra pound in your balance remaining. Not much more to say about that, but if you can increase your income, you'll be increasing your balance remaining. For example, if you are being paid £2,000 from your employer, that shows up as £2,000 in your total income, which when deducted from your total expenses would leave a remaining balance of £450 in this example. So by you increasing your total income, for every pound it goes up, so if it goes up to £2,001, that's £451 now in your balance remaining. So that balance remaining will result in you having a greater savings after all of that. So now we look at your total expenses. So your total expenses is the other side of the story. And the same again here, we say that for every £1 that you can actually reduce or save in your total expenses is also £1 extra in your balance remaining. So the goal here is that whilst you're increasing your income by £1, you're also trying to reduce your expenses by £1. So by doing both of these two things, you're then ultimately resulting in a better balance. So again, for this example, if you see that your total expenses is £1,550, that £1,550, when deducted from the total income of £2,000, leaves a balance remaining of £450. So if you can get that total expenses down from 1,550 to 1,400 or 1,300 or 1,200 for every, pound or £100 or every amount that you can get the total expenses down, that's increasing that balance remaining. So that balance remaining is also going to go up. So the goal here is to really be doing a bit of both. You really want to be increasing your income and also reducing your expenses. So the balance remaining. The goal of the balance remaining here is this: you want to increase the gap between your total income and your total expenses. As we just said, the bigger the gap, the better the balance remaining. And the better the balance remaining, then the more you can ultimately save, which is the whole purpose of this whole thing, the whole goal. The point is just not to just have a bunch of money just, in your balance. The point is to actually save it, and then you can actually use that. So for example, we look at that balance remaining again, we can see it's £450. That's £450 as a result of how much total income you get and how much total expenses you're getting. So by focusing on widening that gap, you're ultimately going to have a better savings at the end of the day. So your goal is really just to be chipping away at your expenses, see what you can do. Bring it down by £1, then focus on £10, £5, £20, whatever you can do. Just start making efforts, go through all your expenses and see what you can cut, see what you can reduce. And at the same time, go through all your income sources and see what you can do to bring that up. By doing that, you're going to see that your balance remaining is going to get bigger and bigger. And as your balance remaining gets bigger and bigger, you're going to have more in your savings, or more available to at least save. So the action steps for today's video. One, I want you to focus on reducing your total income by between £50 and £100. So that should be your target. See what you can do. Go through all your income sources and see what you can do to increase your total income, whether that be taking on a second job like we said in other videos, whether that be, if you've got a business, increasing the sales or raising your prices. Do what you can to increase that. 2, I want you to reduce your expenses by £50 to £100 as well. Reduce your expenses. Do what you can to reduce those. That could be, cutting out, things that you're paying for that are unnecessary, subscriptions and memberships. See what you can get rid of. And 3, I want you to start increasing your balance remaining by, doing the both of the 2 above, doing the increasing the total income and reducing your expenses. So anyhow, as we usually say, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and I'll give you my 2 cents.